Which principles of individualism and collectivism are most important to you personally and why? Economic freedom for me is definitely my number one thing for individualism. I think people should have absolute freedom with the way that they spend their money, but I think that very wealthy people should be generous with their money. I'm talking people with like billions of dollars and stuff like that, not just $1 or $2 million. He just goes crazy. I think the most important principle of collectivism for me, though, is cooperation. Cooperation is a great way to make society work in harmony, and work in harmony together, and helping one another goes a long way. So, what is the most important event or factor that led to the development of classical liberalism in the 19th century? The Industrial Revolution and urbanization. Lots of people ended up living in destitution, and they needed social help for food, shelter, and medical aid. I chose this because, in my opinion, this was really the start of modern collectivism and modern liberalism. I think it was a massive turning point for that entire thing. What was the most important turning point in the development between classical liberalism and modern liberalism? Why did you choose this event above all others? Again, the Industrial Revolution was for me a pretty big turning point, in my opinion. Question number 4, why do societies reject or resist liberalism? 2 examples of society resisting liberalism are communist and fascist societies. Both of those were very strict when it came to just rules of what people could do, what people could say, and really just it was like being in jail pretty much, Waffen SS camp the entire time. What is, in my opinion, the most significant example of ideological conflict shaping the course of history during the Cold War era? Definitely the Vietnam War. Many different political ideologies came to light because of the Vietnam War. A lot of people had a lot of different opinions about the Vietnam War. These were very cemented, especially after the U.S. lost the war. To what extent does democracy serve the will of people? Democracy serving the needs of people is a difficult thing to talk on. Some people just have had negative experiences, some have had positive experiences, and some have had mixed experiences. Some people dislike it because they've always been the minority, and other people like it because they've always been the majority. It's especially true when talking about elections. Some people could continue to get bad results when they're voting, and then some people just, get aces. It's really a gamble when it comes to democracy sometimes. I was told to find 2 quotes that reflect important elements of your ideology and that I really resonate and agree with. And I think my 2 best ones, and this first one really has been with me for my almost entire life. The first one is, "If you're going through hell, keep going," by Winston Churchill. And the second one is, "We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone," by Ronald Reagan. To what extent should people embrace ideology? I think we should embrace ideologies within a reasonable amount. Moderation is the key in anything, unless you have a genuinely good reason to go radical. Antifa members don't really have a good reason for being a radical, and if you're from Antifa, then